Welcome, class of 2025. Graduates, family, friends, please rise to welcome your faculty.
Faculty and students, please be seated. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Spring 2025 College of Liberal Arts Commencement. I'm Ann Huff Stevens, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. Woo! Today, we will recognize students who have earned their bachelor's degree from the college. I speak for the entire faculty and staff in welcoming you this evening and congratulating all of you, the class of 2025, on this outstanding accomplishment. I want to take a moment to briefly recognize and share my appreciation for the COLA leadership team here tonight. Our associate deans are Jason Abrevea, Robert Krosno, Jacqueline Evans, Steve Holscher, and Robert Moser. Thank you to each of them for their dedication to the college and our students. I also want to recognize and thank our incredible staff members in the Office of Student Affairs, the Dean's Office, and throughout the entire college for planning this event and welcoming and checking in our graduates and families and friends. These staff members play a truly critical role every day in students' lives and success, and we thank them. Of course, none of us could be here today without our outstanding faculty, represented by those joining me on the stage today. The faculty seated here are a small portion of the more than 750 faculty members in our college. Their teaching, mentoring, and service have shaped your education and your future. The research they pursue helps us all better understand our history, society, culture, and more. Please join me in thanking our faculty whose dedication to the pursuit of knowledge and to its transmission helps UT Austin be one of the great public universities in the world. And finally, but certainly not least, I want to recognize the many, many friends and family members gathered here to help us celebrate today. All of you students have been supported, consoled, advised, and cherished by the people who are gathered with us today. Please join me in a loud round of applause to celebrate all the friends and family who helped to get you here. And now to the class of 2025. You've finished all your essays. You met your core requirements, your major requirements, your minor requirements, foreign language requirements, certificate requirements. You earned honors, you led clubs, you played sports, you had fun, you worked very hard. You did internships, externships, summer jobs, and you learned about history, psychology, economics, sociology, government, English, classics, and more. You asked the deepest questions and studied and passed the hardest exams. You even got up in time to attend all the 9 a.m. lectures. Right, we're gonna go with that tonight. All right, maybe not everyone, but you made it to some of them. You did it, and that deserves a real celebration tonight. But these past years, you didn't just get through college. You did it at a time when many days the ground seems to be constantly shifting under our feet. You're stepping out into a world shaped by rapid changes: climate disruption, economic uncertainty, global conflict, new technologies that are rewriting old rules. The New York Times is running stories on whether we're living in a simulation, whether we're being visited by aliens, and how long it will be until we're all replaced by artificial intelligence. In other words, things are getting a little bit weird out there. It's a strange, unpredictable moment for you to be entering adulthood. But here's the good news. Your education right here in the College of Liberal Arts is not only relevant in uncertain times, it's absolutely essential. Because what you've learned here isn't about memorizing the right answers. It's about knowing how to ask the right questions. It's about learning skills that will never go out of date, thinking critically and creatively, communicating clearly, listening deeply, understanding history, analyzing culture, and recognizing and being comfortable with complexity. You've studied what it means to be human across languages, time, and across different perspectives. You've learned to keep engaging even when things aren't simple, and that is exactly what the world needs more of right now. There are different words I could use to describe the capacity that you've learned and refined here. It could be called resilience, flexibility, adaptability. The word I want to use most of all, though, is strength. What you've done here, inside and outside of the classroom, is to build strength. Not just academic strength, but intellectual strength, emotional strength, the strength to live in a complicated world and not turn away, the strength to sit with uncertainty and keep searching for understanding, the strength to change your mind, the strength to get it wrong, learn from your mistake, and do better the next time. This strength might not show up on your LinkedIn endorsement or even as a bullet point on your resume, but it shows up in everything that matters, in your relationships, in your communities, in how you lead, and in how you face the future. You don't have to have everything figured out today. Most of the best paths are not going to be straight ones. Some of the most interesting people you'll meet still don't know what they want to be when they grow up, and mostly those people are already grown up. What matters is that you've built a foundation that will always carry you forward. You've proven you can wrestle with complexity, with ambiguity, and with truly big questions. You've proven you can think for yourself, learn from others, and grow from both success and failure. So, as I started out with, the world is unpredictable, but all of you are well prepared. So go out there, be curious, be courageous, be kind, and I know you will be strong. Never forget that a liberal arts degree has not just prepared you for a job, it has prepared you for life. Congratulations, COLA class of 2025. We are so proud of you and can't wait to see what you do next. It is now my enormous pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, Dr. James Pennebaker. Jamie Pennebaker is Professor Emeritus of Psychology at UT Austin. He is known for his early research on expressive writing and health, which has improved ways to understand and treat the mental and physical health of people dealing with upheavals in their lives. More recently, he has pioneered ways to study people's personalities and behaviors through an analysis of their language use. His text analysis program is used across psychology, computer science, businesses, law enforcement, and medicine. And he is now using language to track and understand cultural and historical shifts. Over his career, he has published over 300 articles and written or edited 12 books. He was chair of UT's psychology department from 2005 to 2014 and is incoming president of the Association for Psychological Sciences. And just last week, Jamie was elected to the prestigious National Academy of Sciences. Finally, Jamie and his wife Ruth, a writer, grew up in West Texas, and they say that this taught them to see the world in truly unconventional ways. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Pennebaker.
I can't tell you how honored and pleased I am to be here today. I love UT, I love the College of Liberal Arts, and I love Austin. And to be able to welcome you into the graduation of the class of 2025 is very much an honor. You know, what's interesting about your class is that it is a truly remarkable class in a couple of ways. The one that I find most interesting, if you look at UT in terms of our students, over the last 20 or 30 years, the quality of students have gotten better and better every year. And I'm very pleased to report that the statistics show that your class was the very best class ever to be admitted to the University of Texas for liberal arts. And what I love about this is, I look out at you. You know, here you are. You all are really smart. You're beautiful. You look great, and you're healthy. And as I look out, this class is made up. Over 90% of you are from Texas. You represent the state of Texas in its various ways. And another thing is, this is an incredibly diverse class. And can I use the word diversity? Okay, I just wanted to check. You know? But this class, I love working with you guys. Everybody I talk to comes from a very different background. Everybody has an interesting story, and I hope that you all have had a chance to spend lots of time with each other, because this cohort is going to change the world. Okay. Now, there's some other things about this class that is also interesting, and some of the things that it makes it very different from any of the previous classes that I've ever been associated with. You've had a pretty rocky road compared to most classes. You were born in the shadow of 9/11. Your parents dealt with the specter of terrorism and extremism in the country. By the time you were old enough to know any better, you saw school shootings and bombings. There was polarization that was going on. There was the explosion of social media that you all glommed onto, and your parents still don't understand it very well. In fact, your parents are only good to help to train you how to really use email correctly. But in terms of these hardships, one of the biggest hardships, year after year, you had to deal with all the things going on with the Kardashians. I mean, there was the marriage and the divorce and then the cosmetic industry. I don't even know how you kept up with it. Now, a couple of the things that also grew out of this was an expanding sense of polarization in the country and a number of other issues that I will talk about just very briefly. But the thing that has shaped your group the most is COVID. And sometimes I'm not sure your parents and the faculty and staff appreciate this. I've done a lot of work on COVID and have tracked how people in general reacted to it. And your generation really took the brunt of it. In all likelihood, your high school prom you did it on Zoom. Your high school graduation was on Zoom. You came to UT and some of the classes were Zoom. And then once you went to classes, you wore masks. It was an incredibly isolating experience for you. And I've spoken to several of you who talk about that you feel as though it still has affected you to today. And this is a further mark of just how incredibly resilient you are, that you have been through hell and you are all here and ready for action. Now, one of the other things I studied is transitions, how people deal with upheavals in their lives. These can be good things or bad things. A person has a trauma, or they win the lottery. Some kind of events, when they occur, change the trajectory of your life. And interestingly, a college graduation is one of those things. You're coming here today. The last few months, you've been a senior in college. You know things. You're the king of the hill. Everything is predictable. And in 3 months from now, you're going to be in a completely different place. You're going to be in a different location. You're going to you'll be around different people, your friends will change, everything will change, even your daily habits, your eating habits, your sleeping habits, everything. And as you can imagine, going through all these things, plus an identity change from being student to a person out there in the real world, is an adjustment. And one of the interesting things about this is that when people undergo these kinds of changes, including graduation, and actually it was not unlike your graduation from high school and coming to college, it is really unsettling. A number of you will probably experience some levels of, probably minor levels of depression, higher anxiety. You're going to be more likely to get sick, colds, flus, ulcers. The parents are all thinking, why the hell is he talking like this? You know, had they majored in business, they wouldn't be talking like this. Well, here's the good news, is if you experience this, that's a sign that you're completely normal. And you're going to you'll get back to normal very quickly. But what's so interesting about this, when looking at transition, there are some things that we can do that can get you back on track much more quickly. And one of these is to talk about the issues you're dealing with. Put those things that you're dealing with into words. Talking to a friend, talking to a therapist, talking to God, talking to anybody, or as the research I've done suggests, that just writing about these new experiences are really helpful. And in the writing, what we find is there's certain types of writing and ways of talking that are beneficial, and that is try to critically understand what's going on with you. Try to problem solve. Try to stand back and look at yourself from a broader perspective, and also make a story. Build a story for yourself that you can convey to others. And those sets of skills, they sound familiar. That's what a liberal arts degree is all about. You have come to college, you've taken these courses, a wild array of courses, and the material you learn is sometimes exciting, sometimes not. But what's important about it is that you are learning to think in a very, very different way, and this will carry you through transitions and through life itself. Now, Anne has already mentioned some of the real advantages of a liberal arts degree, in that it helps you to deal with upheavals. And it's true. You are facing really uncertain times. And, you know, I would love to get statistics. I am a scientist. I love statistics. But I would love to get a sense of, I'm guessing that a large number of you will be going to law school, medical school, other kinds of college or training in the next few months. Others of you have jobs that are lined up. And there's a lot of you, like me, actually like my wife, like my 2 children, when we got out of college, none of us had any idea what we were going to do. But all of us figured, well, we'll find something. And as it happens, we all went to colleges of liberal arts, and we all found something right away. And there's a reason for this, is because we're so interesting. And when you go on an interview, you are competing with people often who were trained in a very narrow way. And you have this ability to think critically, to look at things from a broader perspective, to make a story and help people understand what they're doing. A good example of this is my brother. My brother has a successful design company in Houston. He's had that company for about 40 years. He has a number of employees, ranges from 20 to 25 to 40. And when he started, because he is a design company, he hired a bunch of people straight out of college who had majored in design. And he discovered that they were a disaster for his company because they had been trained in a very narrow, focused way. And he by accident, hired one person who was from the liberal arts, and I don't even remember which area of liberal arts, and then another and another, and he discovered that these people were so much better. They had an understanding of what he was doing. They had an understanding of the clients, and they were curious about clients, and they could talk to any type of client. They had a general understanding of finance. They had a general understanding of so much of his business, and he built his company off of liberal arts majors. I found very similar things when I've worked at Microsoft Research. As I've consulted in companies, this is a recurring theme. Going into the real world with a liberal arts degree is a real advantage, and especially in uncertain times. In uncertain times, what that means is businesses don't know exactly what they're going to be doing. And somebody who comes in with a liberal arts degree at that time has a particular advantage. So my notice to you is, don't sweat it. You're going to do just fine. And even though it's uncertain, again, you're going to do just fine. Now, I want to end on a final note. And actually, before I end on that final note, and this is a little bit relevant, you know, that's very interesting without looking at my notes. The first thing I was going to do was to acknowledge our Dean Ann Stevens Huff, and Huff Stevens. Dean Stevens is a remarkable dean. She has let me tell you a little bit about her. She came here several years ago, and in this time, she has helped guide all these departments in liberal arts. She is really appreciated as being incredibly smart, very broad. She understands the issues of undergraduate education, graduate education, and the very basics of research. I've been around a long time. I have now dealt with more deans than I care to think about. Deans come and go, and one reason is it's a really, really hard job. And of all of these deans, Dean Stevens is among the best I have ever seen. You all are incredibly lucky to have somebody of her caliber. Now let me get back to this final issue, which is not unrelated, and that is UT is a remarkable place. The departments in the College of Liberal Arts are phenomenal. Some of the very best in the country, some of the very best in the world. The research that we do is amazing. The classes we teach are amazing as well. This is a difficult time for colleges and universities around the country. It's also a very difficult time for UT as well. We as a society are struggling with people on both sides or all sides of the political spectrum trying to redefine and try to understand what our culture is and wants. I worry about higher education. I worry about higher education in Texas as well. I think it's going to work out just fine, but it is something that I think we all need to be aware of. And as you go forward, I want you to keep in mind the power of a liberal education. I want you to carry the ideals of this, and I want you to use the ideals of a broad education in your communities, in your schools, K through 12, in your churches, in religious institutions, in your businesses, any organizations that you're in, that it's critical to be able to think broadly and to have an open mind. In our culture right now, we're really torn. And one of the major things I think we need to be aware of is that there is nothing more important than having a sense of community. We have to get out of the bubbles that we're in, our own narrow areas. We have people from all these political spectrum yelling at one another, and nobody is listening. You guys are the future. You guys are the ones that need to help the culture in the years ahead to start to open their minds and start listening to one another and truly communicate. Now, I have one final hope for the future. I hope in 50 or 60 years, you're sitting somewhere out on a porch, and maybe you're there with 2 or 3 other people who graduated from UT. Maybe there'll be people in this room that you've never even met. And at some point, you'll start reminiscing about being an undergraduate at UT. And as you're talking, I hope you might say something like, you know, I've had a good life. I've had a meaningful life. And part of this, I think, is probably due to my time at the University of Texas. And I hope one of the other people that you're with will say, well, I'll drink to that. And then I hope another person in that group says, hey, let's put on some tunes of the time when we were just starting college. And all of a sudden, you're all holding your drink, and you can hear the music starting, and you all start doing, and there it is, Megan Thee Stallion. And you all, and I would repeat the words, but I really would get arrested. But the point is, you toast, and then you say, hook 'em. Okay, we need to get this show on the road. Have a good and meaningful life and change the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jamie, for those words. I appreciate his kind words and the outstanding advocacy and case he made for liberal arts education. I wanted to joke and say, gosh, we're not even paying him to say this. And in fact, we're not. He retired a couple of years ago, so thank you very much. All right, now we will get on with the main event. We are now ready to recognize candidates for bachelor's degrees in liberal arts and our students eligible for honors. Students in liberal arts are required to complete a minimum of 120 hours of coursework, a rigorous course of study that includes literature, foreign languages, arts and sciences, and other topics. By reaching this point, bachelor's degrees candidates have demonstrated their facility in all of these fields and have established a foundation to read and think critically and independently for the rest of their lives. So as the names are read, candidates will walk across the stage and a photographer will capture the special moment for each student. In recognizing our degree candidates, we will begin by acknowledging our Dean's Distinguished Graduates. Will the Dean's Distinguished Graduates please stand? The College of Liberal Arts instituted the Dean's Distinguished Graduate Award in 1980 to recognize graduating liberal arts students who have truly excelled in the areas of scholarship, leadership, and service to the college and university community. It is the highest award the college confers upon its students. These 13 distinguished graduates have gone above and beyond in their study of liberal arts and in their application of the liberal spirit to the world around them. Congratulations to the Dean's Distinguished Graduates and their families. We will now begin recognizing each of our degree candidates. You have each shown that you have the discipline, commitment, and intellectual fire to earn a degree from one of the best universities in the world. You will leave here and head out on many different paths. You will work and lead in teaching, technology, law, politics, academia, business, science, health, media, medicine, the arts, and every other endeavor under the sun. Regardless of which path you choose, I am confident that you will continue to succeed and to demonstrate to the world the value of a strong liberal arts education. A few notes now on the logistics tonight. We will be reading names in 2 long sections with a break in the middle for our fabulous student speaker to present her words of wisdom. If you scan the QR code on your program, it will take you to the full program, which includes everyone's name and major, along with other information about the ceremony. A small number of our graduating students did not make it into our computerized system, but do not worry. We will read everyone's names, with some coming at the end. Everyone will be recognized from the stage, and everyone's family will have the opportunity to cheer them on.
Dean's distinguished graduates.
Colby Paul Phillip.
Lila Francis Katz. Elijah Demetrios Kallenberg. Hiba Majida Faruqi. Alexis Rose Beard Holer.
Caroline Elizabeth Whitmarsh.
Ria Ashish Kamat. Ananya Bharadwaj. Lauren Khalees Campbell. Caitlin Arnold.
Adrian Anthony Tristan.
Kinda Abuhamden.
Sarah E. Roberts.
Announcing graduates from African and African Diaspora Studies, Race, Indigeneity and Migration, and Ethnic Studies. Crystal Grace Herpin. Mary Angela Sophia Diano Lim. Natalie Isabella Michano Chavez.
Matthew Quinn Wynn. Marilyn Chinenye Okoro.
Heaven Lee Sedio. Ileana Louise Jones. Mia Denise Garrett. Caleb Bledsoe.
Cam Anise Dawn McQueen. Cara Grace Post.
Announcing graduates from American Studies and Urban Studies.
Natalie Hernandez Moses.
Ella Dumas Jordan. Caitlin Danielle Applegate. Donald Ray Forsyth III. Josh Cervantes Torres. Daniel Aguilera.
Seth Andrew Miller.
William Jackson Davis.
Jamie Arturo Reyna. Carlos Alberto Ramirez Castillo. Joseph David Stewart.
Ryan Zachary Glennon. Ryan William Lowther. Mia Renee Fuentes. Anne Marie Felfie.
Megan Noel Ramos. Jessica Roca.
Addison Nicole Howell. Temila Deogo Elizabeth Ajayi. Lainey Ryan Galindo.
Elijah Joseph Yap.
Adriana Garza.
Cameron Pazuki. Robert William White.
Jessica Michelle Epstein. Announcing graduates from Anthropology.
Gabrielle Nicolas Mireles.
Whitley Sophia Lewis.
Leah Elizabeth Powelek.
David Neil Duval. Junyoung Kim.
Vanessa Michelle Mathis. Ellie Jacqueline Marshall. Jax Nicole Purcell. Banafsha Vaziri. Zoe Peterson.
Elizabeth Maria Casares. Diego Daniel Delgado. Isabella Grace Noel Guerra. Alexandra Grace Howard Tijerina.
Julia Isabella Greer Testa. Olivia Francis Treweek. Hunter Elizabeth Torres.
Lila Marie Hollinsworth. Ella K. Broom.
Anna Isabel Pimienta.
Akili Perelosson Man.
Evelyn Edelmira Whitworth.
Gabriel Luke Jones.
Ethan Cigano Peril.
Fabian Corona. Corina Lynette Garcia.
Farrellyn Faye Stroop.
Sofia Maria Caniwante.
Jasmine Clarissa Vega.
Sadie Hayes Cood. Annabelle Paz Kilroy. Abigail Grace Davis. Aubrey Ashlyn Langston.
Bennett Smith. Violet Faye Stewart.
Darren Michael Hawkins. Catherine Kindred. Regan Meridius Burdick.
Christina Ricci. Celia J. Voss.
Lauren Olivia Latimer.
Lane Jolie Smith. Toriel Jung.
Hannah Grace Eccles. Madeline Olivia Armstrong. Announcing graduates from Asian Studies and Asian Cultures and Languages. Mackenzie Elizabeth Acuna Taylor. Crystal Alexandra Herrera Limus. Emily Gaona.
Liliana Rosa Rivera. Harriet Helen Jane Wallace. Oriana Patricia Pineda. Yushun Shu.
Megan Nicole Farabee. Lacia Indrakanti. Alexa Nicole Luther. Arlene Ulate Barrera.
Julio Romero Medina. Sierra Jacqueline White.
Grace Elaine Leinart.
Ryan Jacob Vick.
Announcing graduates from Classical Studies and Classical Languages. Abigail Traynor Kay.
Caroline Claire Young.
Amanda Nicole Bartz. Announcing graduates from Geographical Sciences, Geography and Sustainability Studies. Catherine Gail Britz. Samantha Michaela Durachik. Amelia Jean Atkins. Mallory Nicole Fote. Caitlin Lee Charles. Sarah Tasneem Habib. Sarah Fatima Ali Khan. Shanna Renee Colbert. Daniel Alejandro Gutierrez. Jael Correa.
Noah Pokernich. Ben Mullins Snyder.
Julianne Alegre Bantayan. Diamante Shireen Barrett. Ashlyn Grace Cresswell.
Tatiana Alana Quefalek.
Ian Lopez Hackworth. Ava Elaine Erickson.
Kelly Ray Martinez. Sean David Salisbury. Abigail Diamond Sabunik.
Maverick Dalton Drake Coleman.
Shreya Sakiri. Lauren Elizabeth Stacy.
Hannah Hogendam.
Cade Curtis Scott.
Kira Marie Campbell. Emily Alejandra Cabello. Shannon Medley Henry. Maya Celeste Dutch.
Diego Vigna. Mia Victoria Rangel.
Daniel Barrackett. Emma Erickson. Catherine Chan. Unjin Kim. Erica Noel Diaz.
Ari Irene Torrento.
Ariana Andrea Gonzalez. Kevin Joe. Luke William Duncan.
Madison Nicole Solomon.
McKenna Catherine Brown. Julia Claire Hairston. Kelly Jane Boyland. Eric Jose Lara.
Akeelia Sankoya Smith. Natalie Lakshmi Sinha. Siddharth Sindha.
Tiffany Poishan Huang.
Sahar Panjwani.
Nabil Alexander Kabani.
Elijah Anderson.
Ashlyn Summer Hudson. Benjamin Thomas Gentry.
Jaya Germaine Ramirez Cooper. Zara Neville.
David Lee Horace Woods Jr.
Kindle Alia Mosley. Alexandra Melendez. Abigail Celeste Terry. Ilama Clamatina Ortiz. Elliot Amanda Welch.
Abby Kate Henderson. Sadie Lee Houston.
Kendall Lee Valois. Jaron Michael Mojica.
Anna Grace Gressett.
Elizabeth Rosas. Ava Lenore Vicnair. Emerson Avery Senny. Sadie Faye Spade. Bellamy Ann Wooten. Arthur Christopher Moreno.
Emily Elizabeth Lichtenberger. Ava Grace Yannick.
Kai Texas Pang Whitsett.
Lucas Thomas Jackson. Josie Taylor Kincaid. Catherine Macy Hughes. Anna Melita Geppert.
Mia Thiessen. Colton Austin Start.
London Rose Hurt. Christopher Damone. Mariana Garcia Vera.
Olivia Maya Navarro. Katerina Marie Novak.
Isabella Conti. Olivia Grace Caggiano. Announcing graduates from English.
Michelle Mehua Wang. Anam Tayeb. Caden Martin.
Now announcing graduates of economics.
Sophia Roldan.
Announcing graduates from French Studies and Italian Studies. Marilla Annette King. Sophie Heston. Soria Darius Dasgupta. Evelyn Eaton.
Evelyn Arden Danielle Shahan. Rebecca Eleni Papanikolaou. Amanda Hong Fan. Georgia Marie Pearson.
Roya Veronica Farahani.
Sophia Zaman.
Announcing graduates from European Studies, German, Russian, East European, and Eurasian Studies.
Joseph Holcomb Seitz. Charlotte Maryjean White.
Announcing graduates from Government.
Catherine Page Transu. Lucy Ma. Felipe Schmidt.
Announcing graduates from Health and Society. Piper Lyons Bondi. McKenna Nicole Garcia. Lauren Autumn Hogue.
Christina Ramirez.
Isabel Napalai Bezdin. Delaney Zane Dreffs. Bryn Catherine Hammond. Sophie Porter Horton. Catherine Conover, Heinrich. Sierra Lynn Ostrom.
Ashna Ravi.
Ainsley Elizabeth Boyd. Alex Alcaraz.
Sean Eric Bernardo Reyes.
Alexandra K. Jones. Maida Jane.
Celeste Claire Schmidt.
Delilah Ninella Laman. Grace O. Galvan.
Angelina Miller.
Caroline Bardwell Christensen. Natasha Carr. Riley Chowdhury.
Charlotte Alexandra Thomas. Grace Catherine McGlynn. Pauline Jiwan Yuk. Alejandra Mendoza Torres.
Rafael Goles Bibas. Luis Garcia.
Madeline Isabella Mercado.
Siana Moret Ayala. Stephanie Herrera.
Yahaira Zermano. Cameron Ali Moore. Ava Jane Sleeper. Asia Tovez. Ian Wells Stork. Julianne Chen Ling Weintraub.
Batul Zara Hassan.
Jennifer Ochoa. Anushka Sengupta. Samra Solomon Teshome.
Rachel Marie Garcia. David Beltran Antrobus.
Carl Hormaz Sanjana. Ariana Violeta Torres. Destiny Hope Wilkerson.
Alejandra Arroyo.
Lauren Alyn Rader. Clarissa Brianna Sandoval.
Hampton Isabella Lorenzo. Brielle Dorsey. Catherine Basil.
Anmol Sandhu. McAnna Brooke Melvin.
Presley Ashlyn G.
Daniel Yaman Odat.
Jaquarius Pierre Laquan Evans.
Simran Thacker.
Sofia Celine Cervantes.
Mariam Bano Siddiqui.
Rafe Ali Khan.
Cassidy Bree Nell McKenzie. Abigail Romero Suarez. Montserrat Martinez Mata.
Jaylene Garza.
David Torres.
Catherine Uyen Lee. Sydney Marie Kent. Addison K. Dingler. Allison Chase Edwards.
Joshua Alejandro Romero.
Grace Elizabeth Hudgens.
Anna Elizabeth Wingert.
Olivia Charlotte Gallagher.
Isabel Sklar. Emilia Alejandra Marroquin. Jaime Andres Ortegon. Ethan Hoang Vu.
Emma Huang Kositsky. Nikki Elise Hewitt.
Kabir Karim Sohani. Saif Salim Maredia. Hannah Schreiner. Claire Ann Reed.
Ella Grace Kamak.
Romana Annika Rashid.
Emily Josephine Critchfield.
Luciano Isaiah Sines. Victor The Nguyen.
Helena Min-chung Cao Do. Reed Harrison Joyner.
Divine Gift Chiamaka Okeleke. Yamina Yusuf Sadat.
Ashley Kim. Kylie Marie Gutzke. Emily Brooke Bowl.
Nadia Yasmin Muhammad.
Mary Jewel James.
Caroline Pressler. Sophia Gant Stokes.
Ileana Robideau Cruz.
Hannah Marie Tran.
Josie Renee Lyles. Elwyn Victoria Becker.
Marissa Seldes. Abigail Vences.
M. Ball.
Chandler Isaiah Minton.
Amori Sade Haley. Morgan Renee Locke.
Bea Escuin Martin.
Ria Reddy Gantla. Madison Nia Jones.
Alejandra Yanet Vadillo.
Announcing graduates from Human Dimensions of Organizations.
Megan Lee Manning. Mary Margaret Virginia Ramey.
Elizabeth Thomas Green. Susanna James Gilmartin. Barrett Lee Hager.
Alexandra Ann O'Shell.
Audrey Sophia Davros. Lola Catherine Hyde.
Jasmine Latandon. Alyssa V. Wynn. Alan Tran.
Matt Ezekiel Juarez.
Kelly Jade McCloskey.
Joshua David Franklin. Kareem Chawaki.
Ariana Mercado.
Ryland Rain Cambrone.
Lauren Elizabeth Petal. Emma Grace Prather.
Helen Ford Holmes.
Amelia Rose Manetti. Lily Christine Oren. Chloe Day Spears. Kai Gregory Stark.
Michael Diamante Lopez Rodriguez.
Salmahi Rodriguez Reyes. Esther Nicole Ortega.
Matthew Shu.
Ava Wayland. Shania Renteria.
Maddie Cleespies. Brooke Angel Crowell. Courtney Christine Deloach.
Sabrina Lam Twen Fung.
Jillian Marie Bird. Marissa Ann Luke. Cesar Enrique Avila. Gracie Ballard.
Natalie Hannah Trotta.
Alexa Ray Gold.
Elissa Nicole Alperstein.
Hamza Ahmed Tariq.
Tiffany Renee Guerrero.
Joshua Potter. Alicia Catherine Rivera.
Joel Villas Kamat Jr. Jonah Emmanuel Cortez.
Zoe Grace Waterman.
Simon John Graff.
Jacob Anthony Milam. Jessica Guadalupe Merino Mora. William Luke Randall. Madison Ryan Mikeska.
Elizabeth Patton Goodrum.
Veronica Tren.
Yelena Dominique Alvarenga.
Thomas P. Quach.
Andres Francisco Garcia Bucio.
Benjamin Eric Wynn.
Emma Elizabeth Burrow.
Olivia Gower Willard.
Alexandra Grace Armer.
Mason Cole Pidani.
Peleg Katz. Emma Danielle Amy. Mary Claire Deborah Bach.
Macy Lynn Marquetos.
Ashley Lee Deckard. Raina Michelle Decker.
George William Chandler.
Ashlyn Reed Miller.
Emily Jane Cox. Faizan Odosani.
Stephanie Ramos. Leonardo Zapata Jr. Omar Saeed.
Maria Micaela Borja. Alexis Flores. Clay Fott.
Max Elliott Malamed.
Mason Rust Lamberton.
Noah Ricky Valdez.
Aliana Palou.
Claire Elizabeth Saint Marie.
Salma Salimbora. Elizabeth Grace Andrews.
Hannah Lauren Payne. Dorena Murguia. Olivia Lynn Portillo.
Cassandra Catherine De Leon.
Grace Onyenyechi Nweke.
Zunaira Rabia Farouk.
Angelica Patricia Gonzalez.
Karina Samaniego.
Amanda K. Camp.
Hans Joachim Maverick.
Nancy Desai. Victoria Alessandra Clemente. Maria Luisa Sabia Borges. Megan Kathleen Bogle. Andrea Ala Mary Martinez. Natalie Kate Galan. Sarah Jessica Loomis. Audrey Gwendolyn Holton. Caroline Ella Ashley.
Yulisa Valdez. Angelina Rose Salinas Sosa. Chapel Covert Stewart. Robert Warren Sweet. James Alexander Schupbach.
Andrew Rayner Jimenez.
Dylan Samuel Marcus.
Samuel Vincent Long.
Cade Ross. Reed Masterson Shepherd.
Dane Cavetin. Sabrina Lee. Sophia Michelle Andrade. Lisbeth Hernandez. Patrick Robert Iglesias. Thomas Houston Daniel Jr. Charles Stafford Frazier. Ryan Douglas Cusack. Henry Hicks Lewis. Hill Hudson Gage. Bo Vincent Bethard.
John Lucas Peters. Martha Kendall McMain. Shay Catherine Freeman McKenzie. Catherine Allison Wills.
Colton Austin Deutsch. Reagan Comerford. Sanjana Shiny Anand. Maria Fernanda Aramburo.
Jacqueline Alvarez Munoz. James Starnes. Benjamin Gardner Vose.
Carson Toller Green. Antonino Alexander Green.
Collier Mahalik.
Johnny Herring. John Cameron Cook.
Zachary John Uill. Jeffrey Michael Zatorsky.
Wilson Richard Cameron. Travis Cooper Fatjo.
J.B. Bernhard Rosenthal.
Bria Deanne Briley.
Christina Lucy Romero.
Now announcing graduates in the humanities.
Soren Aldaco. Adam Altmaid. Elena Kata Asen. Isabel Marie Bourne.
Kaylee Grace Weiner.
Sarah Janelle Cobb.
Anastasia Ross. Melissa Muna Mehmood. Jeremias Ruel Nunez.
Valerie Nicole Garza.
Bobby Andrew Weeks. Keelan Elizabeth Sayers.
Miguel Robbie Anderson. Announcing graduates from Spanish and Portuguese.
Gabriela Perez Rivera.
Gia Parag Jonsa.
Lauren Noel Thacker. Benny Wang. Ariel Marie Neal.
Andriana Joy Fawcett.
Dana Sola.
Now announcing graduates in International Relations and Global Studies.
Nahani Delgado.
Now announcing graduates in Middle Eastern Studies and Jewish Studies.
Oren Meir Rausch. Hatcher Stanford.
Elika Husheng Javani. Melek Ahmed.
Announcing graduates from Sociology. Haley Rose Hoops.
Tatum Faith Townsend. Alexa Varela. Sarah Priscilla Malik.
Marissa Ann De Leon.
Alyssa Milani Smith.
Nina Kazi. Kayla Joy Livesay. David James Diaz.
Emily Brooke Siggins.
Ciara Sunshine Garcia.
Lily McNeely Pedraza. Dan Jaffe Reed. Savannah Amberlyn Negron.
Kobe Jefferson Albrecht. Elena Serna Carrasco. Dylan DeWitt Lay. Jack Hamilton Franklin.
Miabella McCandless Edwards. Casey Elaine Middleton.
Anna Yanira Diaz.
Alicia Rachel Limon Gill.
Joyce Elizabeth Vargas.
Ashley Jaimez.
Tamaya Renee Smith. Emmy Scott.
Justice Lynn Dubois. Avery Elizabeth Brasher. Selah Naomi Harris.
Elijah Adrian Ponce.
Mackenzie Howdeshell.
Evelyn Lilith Miller.
Mackenzie Lynn Cohen. Ashlyn Isabella Lavezari.
Maya Sen.
Janet Good.
April Olani San Roman.
Zakria Kader.
Belicia Phoenix Isabella Rivera. Humberto Guadalupe Tijerina.
Karay Marie Jones.
Michael Jing Xuan Zhang. Elena Leanne Sorge.
Sydney Kemmerer Ivy. J.C. Nicole Cheney.
Rod Thomas Akike.
Carson Claire Johnson.
Emerson Laurel Hidrago.
Carly Sage Borzouye.
Harlan Robnett.
Eduardo Sebastian Garcia.
Alana Ariel Ramirez. Anna Grace Pendleton.
Abigail Renee Kassab.
Catherine Eileen Starovic.
Liwei Chen.
Sophia Christiana Reyes.
Colin Gilbert Cartwright.
Julian Carter Smith.
Zoe Lane Judson.
Sadie Jane Runeman.
Lily Ann Alsup. Perry Lynn Coburn.
Gopika Priya Sadhu.
Olivia Marie Canales. Glenda Ngoc K. Lu.
Carmen C. McKee. Dante Guadalupe Mora Rodriguez.
Asha Lily Kalapadapu. Lila Megana Antiakula.
Mireya Celesta Saldivar.
Brinley Elma Brunner. Allison Stefani Chavez Caldera. Megan Elizabeth Hester. Noah Brenner Fishman. Jared Fletcher. Madeline Beth Bradshaw. Christian Lopez.
Carla Nicole Rodriguez.
Norma Gay.
Brianna Oyuela.
Andrea Banda.
Alexandra Maya Sanchez.
Rylan Marie LaRue.
Virginia Kathleen Dulce.
Bailey Jane Heaton.
Jiwon Shin.
Esther Adeze Ebolanu.
Caitlin Smith. Victoria Francis Polimas.
Olivia May Dewey.
Jody Pham.
Dalia Giovanna Khalil.
Lena Denise Bodovsky.
Camarina Mendez.
Kendall Ann Cunningham.
Isabella Rosa Naughty. Hannah Bolanle Odewale.
Emmanuel Jesus Gonzalez. Chloe Yvonne Jackson. Erin Haley Lamas.
Aria Hope Welch.
Kennedy Green. Diego Isaac Alfaro. Mariano Garcia Mason. Kaylee Flores. Jennifer Ash Anderson. Catherine R. Holm. Riley Lynn Eggleston. Yongyin Huang. Faith Ann Marie Birch. Michael Cheney.
Ashley Lauren Prather.
Danyan Chen. Anastasia Doris Heil.
Jackson Spencer Milch. Ellie Taylor.
Fisayo Babatunde.
Julian Lucia Soto. Geraldine Palacios.
So let's have one more round of applause for the first half of our graduates. We will continue with the rest of our amazing graduates in just a few moments, but first it is my pleasure to introduce today's student speaker, Rawan Albadiri, who will be presenting a speech to commemorate the day. Rawan is originally from Iraq, but grew up a Texan in Rockwall. She is graduating with a degree in government and 4 minors. She has served in the Texas State Capitol, the U.S. Senate, and on multiple political campaigns. During her time at UT Austin, Al-Baderi has emerged as a transformative force in advocacy, testifying before the Texas Supreme Court for foster care reform. Her legislative passions are driven by the recognition that while many admit the system is broken, few take action to repair it. As a passionate leader and a Tidna International, she has been a nationally recognized voice for peace, appearing in media outlets including ABC News. She is fluent in Arabic, American Sign Language, and English, and believes in bridging divides through language and restoring kindness when it is denied through communication. Rowan, congratulations on your graduation, and welcome to the podium.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello is actually ni hao in Chinese, salam in Arabic, shalom in Hebrew, privyet in Russian, habari or jambo in Swahili, hi in ASL, my favorite language, which by the way you'll be seeing more of soon, and of course there's hey y'all in Texan. So hey y'all, my name is Rowan Al-Baderi and I'm graduating tonight on the pre-law track to becoming a lawyer. During my time at UT studying the law, I've learned that I have to give credit where credit is due. So I do want to give a couple shout outs before officially starting this speech. Shout out to the turtles at the turtle pond. Yeah. Shout out to Costco for fueling my shopping addiction. Costco, if y'all see this and would like to offer me a 6-figure job, I would not say no. Shout out to Chick-fil-A for being the reason college students do not starve. But I do want to take this moment to call out the ones on campus for charging college students for extra sauce. Shame on y'all, shame. And while I'm at it, shout out to Katy Perry for going to space and becoming an astronaut in 10 whole minutes. With that logic, after graduating tonight with a bachelor's degree in government, please consider me a Supreme Court justice. I would now only like to be referred to as the Honorable Judge Rowan Al-Baderi. Let that be known. And finally, shout out to my future man because, well, God help you. I don't know you yet, but just in case you're in the crowd, I like flowers, forehead kisses, and winning arguments. Putting it out there. All jokes aside, during my time on the stage, I do want to honor every single graduate here tonight. After the class of 2025 officially walks out of these doors, I genuinely believe the world will change, and the world will change for the better. This stage represents more than just a milestone. It holds hopes, sacrifices, and struggles for so many. So before moving on to celebrate our future, I want to pause to honor the graduates who never had a chance to make it to this stage. Those whose dreams were interrupted by war, those who gave their lives fighting for a more promising future, those taken from this earth far too early, and those fighting unseen battles we know nothing about. This day also belongs to you. So whether you're watching from the comfort of your home, from afar, shining down at us from the stars, or you've made it into the lush gardens of heaven, we see you. We celebrate you. We carry your dreams forward and know this. The world is a brighter, kinder, and better place because you were and are a part of it. And I would be failing at this moment if I didn't speak directly to the parents and parent figures out there. All the nights you stayed awake long after we'd fallen asleep, wrestling with the quiet fear of, did I do enough? Am I doing parenthood right? The ones who wore this guilt like a second skin, who gave and still wondered if it was enough, you are the reason we are here. This day is a tribute to you. Every step we take across the stage is a living testament to you, your sacrifices, and sometimes even unnoticed and invisible labors. I actually have 3 mamas I have to thank: my grandmother, my mother, and my aunt. 3 women who did the unthinkable. They fled literal war, clutching 2 toddlers in their arms, chasing a future they couldn't see but believed in anyway. They came to this country not knowing the language. They came not understanding the culture. They came carrying nothing but hope and still choosing to sacrifice their joy, their dreams, their hopes, and everything that they've ever known so that my brother and I could walk a stage just like this one, wearing a graduation gown just like this one, screaming to the world that we lived the American dream. In living the American dream, I've learned that we cannot lose ourselves, our humanity, and our empathy in the process of seeking glory. What is this dream if we lose our compassion, if we become numb to each other's pain? We stand here today not just as graduates, but as witnesses to the same essential truths of existence that bind all of us as one people. Do not fall weak to the quiet ways we've been taught to forget what connects us. Class of 2025, we are old too soon and wise too late. They say that graduation is the start of adulthood, the moment you step into the real world, but for many of us, the real world, synonymous with learning how to survive in chaos, started a long time ago. But in surviving, I've learned that the hardest yet bravest thing you can do is to refuse to let the world harden you. So let me remind you of humanity's similarities to lighten our hearts. The similarities in our shared longing to be seen, in our quiet acts of kindness, and our resilience. We all breathe the same air, feel the same warmth of the same sun upon our skin, and look up in awe at the same sky stretched endlessly above us. We all live in the very same earth we find ourselves fighting over. Our hearts beat in the same rhythm. We all carry stories we've never told. We all seek the same universal yearning for dignity, love, and peace. We share in our compassion and the need to love and be loved. We all desire a world where possibilities are endless and an earth that is better for our children than the one we inherited. When the noise fades and the masks fall, the truth stands bare. We are far more alike than we are different. And it is in this truth that hope grows. The hope that in seeing ourselves reflected in each other, we might choose compassion over conflict and peace over turmoil. But even as that truth dares to bloom, the world can seem determined to forget, or to masquerade, I should say. All we seem to see constantly paraded in front of us is a media landscape saturated in images of division, voices training us how to fear, despise, and destroy. We are fed reasons to build enemies from neighbors and to justify wars that bleed and wound us all in the same way. Entire industries profit from our division, our anger is monetized, our empathy is suppressed, as if caring is a liability in a world obsessed with power. The truth is, the world will keep offering us easy ways to divide ourselves. Us versus them, this side or that side, my people versus yours, your religion against mine. But the harder thing, the more valiant thing, is to refuse that invitation and to remember that me versus you is a losing battle, and that peace is not defined as the absence of war, but rather, it's the decision to stop inheriting hatred for one another that was never ours to carry. I stand here today as a former foster care youth. I know what it's like to be told who you are before you've had a chance to decide for yourself. To be told that your circumstances, your ethnicity, your religion, are what society will use to manufacture a script of your life. A world that sees you not as a child, but as a risk assessment. Where your small hands are not met with protection, but suspicion. A world where it is easier for people to call you broken before they care to ask what broke you. And for a long time, I believed it. I chose to loathe this world that brought me down, to see people with a tainted lens of how I feel they wronged me. I chose to accept systems being broken beyond repair. Before UT, my world was shaped by strict expectations, a fear of questioning authority and a sense of limitation. I arrived here with a perspective that was shaped by necessity and the need to survive rather than by choice or by freedom. Who I was and how I saw the world, weighed against who I am today, is a testament to the value and strength I found in the liberal arts. An education that dismantled the limitations I accepted and replaced them with liberation. It's about thinking critically rather than accepting a fate you feel is written for you. It's about scrutinizing false narratives that ostracize people with different opinions. This education taught me that to hold solidarity with the innocent is not immoral, and has empowered me to ensure that money and power does not dictate truth. But even as I clung to that truth, I couldn't shake the feeling that powerful places were for powerful people. I carried years of hesitation and self-doubt, convinced that institutions like UT weren't built for somebody with my story. Somewhere along the way, I decided to apply to a university that I had convinced myself I was not smart enough for or worthy enough of attending. I told myself that UT was for the people with power, resources, and the kind of connections that comes with knowing that you belong. It was for students who weren't in foster care, whose parents went to college, students who didn't escape war carrying nothing but hope. I told myself that UT was for the people who grew up debating ideas around the dinner table rather than navigating survival. I arrived here not knowing what to do. I was lost, overwhelmed, and I had no idea what my life would amount to. After many tears, lots of pouting, and skipping most of my classes, I mustered up the will to drag myself to one of the liberal arts courses I had been neglecting in the cycle of whining. The professor's lecture that day was deep, and he posed a question to the class to think about before going to his history lesson. He asked us, "What do you owe yourself?" My answer was neither immediate nor easy, but it forced me to stop, reflect, and truly realize what I was doing here. After 3 years here at UT, I've learned that the answer to that question evolves as our lives progress. The College of Liberal Arts has taught me that when the world desires half of you and demands that you hide the other half, we owe it to ourselves to be fully authentic and to challenge the status quo. We owe it to ourselves to realize that scholarship is not confined to ivory towers. We owe it to ourselves to ask harder questions of our classrooms, of our leaders, of our histories, and yes, even of ourselves. We owe it to ourselves to unlearn the shame woven into our skin, our stories, and our names. We owe it to ourselves to question what we are told is inevitable. We owe it to ourselves to want a peace that does not come at the cost of our lives. We owe it to ourselves to realize that the greatest injustices are the false truths that convince us to accept who we are and what we can become based on the limits imposed. I used to believe in those limits. I lived a life where it makes sense that I should be bitter, that I should be lost, that I should be broken, and that I should have given up long before I ever started. I had thought that UT was for the people who had the luxury of dreaming big, not for somebody like me who had spent a lifetime learning how to expect less. But here I am. As we leave COLA tonight, I am reminded of the thinkers that we studied who challenged injustice and altered the future. Remember that with enough fighting, resisting, empathy, and love, we leave here with the conviction to change the world, the narratives, and the systems that try to break us. Class of 2025, with headlines that tell you what to believe, think freely. When society tells you to follow suit or get canceled, or builds walls around speech and claims it is for security, or hands you a script and demands that you recite it, without objection, you must think freely. You must think freely in a world that too often rewards obedience over authenticity. Find power in believing that peace is possible, and not a peace brought through silence, not a peace brought through submission, not a peace brought by weapons or fear or intimidation, but a peace as a decision. That I will not let the world turn me into what it fears. It is standing in the face of a world that profits off of your rage and saying, I choose something different. Because peace and recognizing our shared humanity is not weakness. Peace is the most radical, most dangerous thing you can choose in a world addicted to brutality. Because if we're bold enough to believe that peace is possible, then maybe we're bold enough to believe that anything is possible. In a world that tries to turn our hearts into weapons, the real measure of peace is not what we the real measure of peace is what we refuse to destroy within ourselves to get there. Before I close this moment out, I hope that you've heard one another's laughter tonight, and I hope that joy that we've shared together, the collective light in such a monumental moment in our lives, reminds you of yet another way we share something similar, the same common soul. Class of 2025, the builders, the healers, the peacemakers, go change the freaking world.
Thank you. That was lovely. I will say thank you, Supreme Court Justice Rawan. And now, who's ready for a few more graduates? All right. We will now proceed.
Announcing graduates from Latin American Studies.
Natalie Yarleth Raquena Sainz.
Marla Sofia Cantu Esparza.
Melina Zavala.
Now announcing graduates from linguistics.
Muna Abdul Karim Yassin.
William Walker Brandt.
Toby Gerard Morier. Jamie Kreider. Ariana Morgan Rivera.
Emma Fuong Ha. Hayden James King. Amelia Eva Kushner.
Ramya Namuduri.
Sridevi Ananda Hariharan. Rebecca Gay Kern. Hannah Loftus. Ashley K. Broom. Luciana Slan Juarez.
Apolinario Reyes Martes.
Everly G. Luddington.
Catherine Marie St. Clair. Melanie Danielle Quintero.
Solomon Di Pasquale.
Esmeralda Rizzo. Isaac Zalman Austin Young. Jwalanti Ranganathan. Paulina Martinez. Emily Caroline Pierce.
Amrita Iyer.
Venus Shirazi.
Announcing graduates from Mexican American and Latino-Latina Studies.
Linda Giselle Alvarado.
Cerise Abigail Saucedo. Cesar Alfredo Sepulveda.
Announcing graduates from philosophy.
Eileen Sines. Insia Nasiri.
Lydia Claire Gentry.
Lena Nicole Polson. Isabella Sky Ibarra.
Tomer Glazer.
Paige Pike.
Nicholas Love Craven.
Ella Liv Price. Emma Bailey Press.
Jack Exantus.
Nicholas Tree Duck Wynn. James Merchant.
Evan Lazar Katzman. Sadie Greenberg.
Joshua McGee.
Parker Bill Jensen. David Stewart Lazenby.
Anahita Penton. Autumn Lee Rose.
Evelyn Haskins. Pamela Alejandra Guardado Barahona.
Meredith Evelyn Wilcox.
Haley Lynn Linscott. Eden Knight Bartkowiak.
Aiden James Warnke.
Abu Bakr Arif.
Kendall Lane Nordenstrom.
Lara Krashen. Announcing graduates from Behavioral and Social Data Science.
Archie Corale Arachige Don.
Wendy Aseneth Jeronimo.
Daniela Yatsiri Reyes.
Eric Omar Berrigan.
Now announcing graduates from Religious Studies.
Ashley Michelle Orr.
William Erard. Cooper Tyson. Co Covington. Announcing graduates from Rhetoric and Writing. Kyla Lynn Crumley.
Mariah Celine Adeaka.
Alexa Mia Pena.
Jenny Tsao.
Sydney Lever. Lily Gold. Claire Elizabeth Baxter.
Madison Ariel Trevino. Ashley Lauren Taylor. Michael Jonathan Mejia.
Diego Antonio Aguirre. Alexander Loden Green.
Caitlin Cecilia Salinas. Madison Michelle Marquetos. Langston Xavier Stowers. Jose Osvaldo Ledesma. Ian Nathaniel Middle. Sydney Meyer.
Brianna Kate Cobflesh.
Emily Michaela Wilsheets. Sophia Rebecca Talley.
Esmeralda Hernandez. Emma Rochelle Castro. Burl Carter Harris II. Sophia Michelle Geld. Amelia Jer Kimball.
Roy John Smith III.
Prisha Aurora.
Avery Wynne St. John. Lindsay Rose Segura.
Announcing graduates from Women and Gender Studies. Emma Diane Jolly.
Elizabeth Catherine Welty.
Isabella Hughes Criswell. Aubrey Catalina Hayasoso.
Adelaide June Tumbush.
Madison Marie Dean. Alana On Davis.
Angeline Kaylee Rivera.
Emily McKenney.
Announcing graduates from psychology.
Not yet. Not yet, baby. Hold on.
Tabish Parsa.
Saitasia Kominini.
Dajaya Monet Pegue.
Janine Herzalla.
Ciel Avalon Nova.
Kylie Isabel Doble. Krista Desiree Coe. Alejandro Benavides Aguilar. Leah Kimberly. Elaine Bradley. Jordan Steven Sella. Brian Garcia Torres. Ashton Elizabeth Carlson. Caitlin Ann Fisher. John O. Beatles. Hannah Nicole Durbin. Colin T. Erlan.
Victoria Alexis Robles.
Grace Ann Klingman. Taylor Rose Davis. Estefania Alejandra Catalan Monasterio. Ogeolua George. Katie Benitez Suarez. Keegan Avery Friend. Gracie Mary Sue Dunlap.
Alexandra Ray Salazar.
Jimena Castro. Janie Scoutbelt.
Isabella Marie Watkins.
Meg Larae Bullock.
Tutuan Nyo.
Yaritza Elizabeth Felipe Salis.
Ollie Faith Singer. Samantha Annette Irene White. Samantha Portilla Cortez. Delia Stites.
Adrian Alexander Losa. Audrey Elizabeth Graham.
Emily Myers. Caroline May Painter.
Jackson Landis Denko.
Jacob Charles Shanks.
Noemi Lord Sibara. Rubiabel Nalika Almario. Abigail Rose Oswald. Heather Rajeen Kellam.
Caitlin Marie Rivas. Hunter Thomas Van Poppering.
Yunsa Jung. Anna Catherine Lerden. Danielle Simone Balke.
Kaylin Rihanna Marthas. Rachel Se Yon Park. Stephanie Wong. Ashley Reese McKaylee.
Kayla Bauhan Lee. Daniela Gobea Herrera.
Simra Mir.
Alyssa Victoria Bullock. Antonella Martin. Samad Inayat Ali. Judah Michael Jeffries. Yahiris Laura Guedes Gonzalez.
Rayleigh Faye Ward. Anouk Giselle Ochoa.
Sophie Bretchuk. Megan Lindquist. Emma Estrada. Sofia Isabella Garcia.
Julia Joe. Nick Everett Miller.
Gabriel Elisha Longoria. Cynthia Yesenia Lira.
Brianna Milena Rojas.
Ashley Isabel Argueta Guevara. Yasmin Ahmed. Stasi Elena Bularka.
Amber Lynn Montez. Emily S. J. Meng.
Angela Inoma Laura Acha.
Catherine Grace Morgan. Caitlin Christine Zapata.
Kylie Denise Halliwell.
Alejandra Mijangos. Rand Ode Sami. Haley Samara Mendoza.
Isabella Alvidres. Nuria Alejandra Lopez. Talal Hamoud.
Adil Shihab.
Alexandra Ray Chavez.
Randall Lee Sollings.
Brooke Elise Keithy. Chelsea Lee.
Aurora Rubio Martinez. Ava Summers McNeely.
Pratham Gupta. Bradley Beckham Jacinto.
Vanessa Massey.
Lisbeth Jimenez. Tracy Faith Berumen.
Kylie Renee Moore.
Esmeralda Gutierrez.
Xinyue Zhang. Xinshin Zhang.
Atlas Marie Dimmock.
Linda Maria Trevino.
Riley Marianne Broughton. Desiree Esther Lara.
Allison Melan Wynn.
Jimena Escobedo.
Ninette Isabel Ramirez.
Orly Cohen.
Hannah Noy.
Kylie Cohen. Kobe Din.
Alexia Giselle Pedroza. Montserrat Lopez.
Braden Lanciani.
Erica Marlene Vaquera. Nicholas David Perez.
Jack Wesley Foley. Tina Hen. Jaylee Ortiz Munoz.
Elizabeth Marie Worthington.
Ellie Ann Hodgen.
Maximilian Ville. Lauren Nina Sukov.
Darya Elala Singham.
Cameron L. Wexler.
Rebecca Arroyo.
Esther Sam. Sarah Isabella Presas. Akshara Ramasamy.
Ananya Kotari. Shreya Kancharla. Lillian Miranda Contreras.
Emily Wynn. Jordan Jernay Myers.
Anna Catherine Gonzalez. Angela Castellon. Kate Mosley Culpepper. Priscilla Giselle Diaz.
Rebecca Rose Ober. Elle Marie Yarbrough. Jude Stewart.
Iman Hassan Iqbal.
Morgan Elaine Sanford. Sabrina Ngo. Sierra McIntyre. Bria Elise Phillips. Rahim Hussein Sheikh. Gianna Noel Redden.
Sophia Catherine Brinkman.
Haley Ann Vick. Chloe Jo Seward. Sine Danielle Ochoa. Claudia Jeanette Maldonado Oliva. Ariana Isabel Rosales.
Alessandro Jose Bernini.
Trisha Srinivasan. Tatum Renee Stevens.
Jameson Ray Boyer. Malak Hegazi.
Eleanor Claire Schottman.
Anissa Bojani.
Comfort Ebenolua Olatunji.
Isabella Hasso Kaun.
Andrea Lucia Sanchez Duran.
Alexa Annette Flores.
Cassidy Savannah Pacina.
Nayeli Anaí Gonzalez.
Alexis Svoboda. Leanne Mesquita.
Neha Arika Chandna.
Neadis Alil Larocque Santiago. Natalie Chi Lum Trong.
Kindle Austin Henry.
Diana Stephanie Nunez. Zachary Taylor Mistro. Kylie Lois Zimke.
Whitney Grace Gilly. Daniela Garcia.
Kira Nicole Montgomery.
Amy Renee Baldwin. Isabella May Holt.
Jillian M. Reynolds.
Selena H. Hui.
Aaliyah Carissa Thompson.
Elizabeth Diaz Don Juan.
Caitlin Jade Stauffer. Jade Tran.
Andrea Arzabala Valencia. Lindsay Catherine Dalton.
May Millant.
Rashitha Garlapati.
Jasmine Marie Soto.
Swetha Ayanala.
Gabriela Martinez. Kelly Valerio. Tabin K. Sayed.
Alina Zara Kawaja. Zain Anwar Khurshid.
Lauren Davies Mook.
Ali Barge. Kira Deborah DeCesare.
Alyssa Nicole Ozuna. Caden Bishop Vogely.
Catherine Huilin Liu. Shan Utpal Jani.
Jason Osonma.
Akriti Kamal. Simon Timothy Cox III.
Julia Elizabeth Ritchie. Adisri Mohapatra.
Lillian Alicia Elwood.
Yanitza Reina.
Sarah Mei Ting Chu. Mariana Cristina Aguirre. Hilda Sofia Hernandez. J.T. Davis III.
Nadia Grace Smalling.
Stacy Ruby Castillo.
Victoria Nicole Morales.
Sarah Elizabeth Gillespie.
Angelica Stebbins.
Madison Grace Campisi. Hao Chen. Marjorie Gireth Monteroso Barrios. Talia Dolov. Haley Grace Nar.
Sofia Renee Del Huerto Perez. And Jakalenga Miriel Muenantanda.
Alexis Nicole Evans. Mei Ting Hao. Isha Bajaj. Sneha Dongre. Hayden Arnold Foltz. Alyssa Junies Encarnacion. Aliana La Yon Gavalia. Jalicia Amir Hartfield. Alicia Cherie Janae Cook.
Nicolas Alberto Sanchez.
Alisa Gomzin.
Chelsea Rebecca Robles.
Jory Forbes.
Caitlin Marie Reinhardt. Perla Paredes Hernandez.
Cephas Oluwakayo Soromi Adet. Deidre Alicia Edens. Iris Fernandine Alberto.
Emily Elizabeth Ponsnassen. Kaylin Sage Perry. Tiffany Yvette Trevino.
Kristen Michelle Kerr. Madeline Hope Jablon. Cassandra Mary Below.
Alexander Afton Rash.
Liam Marcos Gardiner. Emily Julia Bergerman.
Abigail Sinclair Truax. Ariba Mubin.
Hania Jasmine Lerma.
Lena Wynn. Taylor Lee McQuitty.
Jasmine Lee Bissett. Bea Pilar Compean. Briara Chacon.
Maya Rosevich. Ali Mae McBroom.
Shu Yu Chiang. Kennedy Ann Greenleaf.
Angelina Anayi Romero.
Sophia Francis Hill.
Lauren Elizabeth Skidmore. Louis Gerard Soseda. Madeline Grace Vacanti.
Cristina Isabel Bermeo.
Angelica Del Pilar Powell.
Francis Cyril and Guido.
Tianan Patrick Tran.
Brian Quado.
Teresa Dao Thao V. Fan.
Brooklyn Michaela Garza.
Madison Summer Parker.
Caroline Lee Hargrave. Phoebe Cates.
Sia Janet Abu Seba. Jimena Angel Ramos.
Crystal Garza. Camille Aguilar. B. Eng Lim.
Adrian Trevino. Sabine Gwyneth Sharp.
Jillian Elizabeth Davis. Victor Francisco Diaz Jr. Moises Emmanuel Hernandez.
Nihal Tangeda. Catalina Socorro Mulholland.
Caitlin Nicole Kurtz.
Muntaha Ruthba. Lauren Nicole Sutter.
Leslie Alina Gonzalez.
Mildred Carolina Sanchez Rangel.
Alexa Isabella Caro.
Lyric Renee Vasquez.
Jennifer Figueroa. Gabrielle Nicole Carrasco. Bhavana Devi Kancharla.
Benjamin Cade Sconsi. Juan Carlos F. Sandoval.
Isabel Siskowitz.
Adam Zachary Smith. Emily Tran.
Victoria Tuong Van Duong.
Jada Scott. Lauren Schoenfeld.
Karenina Guevara. Avery Grace Cooney.
Devin Renee Wendell. Elma Tsao. Addison Grace Pirtle.
Annika Gabrielle Jones.
Mindy Wynn. Chloe Ann Stout. Samantha Alina Ituarte.
Raja Kumar Gopal.
Alexia Regis.
Emma Catherine DeMag.
Valerie Andrea Cosme.
Andrea Trujillo. Alicia Hawk Shamim. Alyssa Soto.
Bianca Nicole Castro. Mars Giles. Tyra Nichelle Jones. Giselle Kiweg. Abigail Elise Garcia.
Ugoma Brianna Ekwem.
Lauren Devat Thomas. Alina Teresa. Kritisa Sarma.
Joanne Rachel Nikita Donegar.
Alexandra Vidal.
Ashley Liu. Paula Sofia Fernandez. Amanda Escalante.
Olivia Faith Martinez.
Therese Nicole Allison.
Cecilia Sue Owens. Isabel Marie Tompkins. Austin Martin. Jax Christian Ortiz. Timothy James Seaton. Marissa Emily Trevino.
Jennifer Acuna Meneses. Emily Grace Gabrieleski.
Arthur Morris.
Tristan Aguilar. Elizabeth Lugo. Victoria Haley Flores. Isabel Harmony Bodefeld.
Viviana Josefa Villalobos. Hadley Marie Russell.
Clark Wallace Hauser. Belema Blessing Dikibo. Sophie Jolie Clark.
Apeksha Iris Pachai.
Heaven Flores.
Maya Alexandria Robinson. Hamad Zahir Sarwar.
Lindsay Taylor Branch.
Natasha Ayala Vargas.
Sayana Jobin. Kushi Ali. Kristen Torres Harris.
Julia Rosetta Rodriguez. Dridi Sanaka.
Amy Dabin Kim.
Jacqueline Jade Olivares.
Cicely Syra Logans. Chantal Norelis Barrera.
Blake Austin Ragsdale.
Nico Kasaka Watkins. Shreyas Baranga. Rebecca Kazumaria Chavez.
Jocelyn Isabel Sagastizado. Trinity Caitlin Ramirez. Anna Gabrielle Prince. Amber Christine Shafi. Angel Lee Munoz.
Joanna Chuan Huang. Bianca Laura Hediarachi.
Chloe Elizabeth Pence.
Ariana Herlinda Flores.
Jennifer Ann Pinkham.
Ayla Farzamnia.
Elton Gabriel Martinez Torres. Sadie McCann. Xavier Malik Panjwani. Lily Corinne Tyndall.
Cynthia Nicole Corbett. Kate Elizabeth Koyim. Lindsay Morgan Bell.
Juliet Mitchell.
Mackenzie Ray Brown. Olivia Feisley. Ashton Dawn Bartlett. Chloe Marie Lewis.
Olivia Grace McCauley. Lena Isabel Melendez.
Samantha Ariana de la Hoya.
Xiomara Rios Hernandez.
Bella Joy Avitia.
Isabella Matilda May.
Victoria Elizabeth Hurdle. Sana Marine Khan.
Ryan Elizabeth Weinstein. Lila Madonna Peredo.
Eva Marie Childs. Anna Alexandra Clark. Piper Elizabeth Cummings. Niusha Bastani.
Alexis Esperanza Martinez.
Ava Isabella de Alva.
Meda Medichurla. Hedi Zhang. Zarmin Shah.
Zoya Anjarwala. Morgan Elizabeth Dean.
Arusha Mehta.
Isaac Benjamin Lerma. Olivia Jane Austin.
Adyayan Singh.
Kyler Brian King.
Ava Grace Pajak. Annabelle Christina Cernad. Adriana Michelle Turshos. Nurain Sohail Shahabuddin.
Judy Doe Wynn.
Christy Knock Vo. Emily Ann Ray. Olivia Ann Murphy. Zoe Elizabeth Vardis. Mari Elizabeth Pitts.
Meredith Ryan Luz. Mahad Abdullah Kaleem.
Saira Sahu. Noon Mahmood.
Destiny D. Guerrero.
Martha Cias.
Sarah Elizabeth Bush.
Leah Magdalene Rodriguez.
Belle Tiffany Bridgewater. Aaliyah Lorraine Askew.
Sophia Tao V. Pham.
Noor Sarah Hizam.
Angelique Noel Trotter. Stevie McWilliam. April Denise Pryor. Leah Chanel Woodford.
Nancy Jimenez. Mirhanda Zoe Cardenas. Arushi Gupta. Ruth Carter.
Richard Moses Valadares. Miranda Onesiferu. Anchita Sharma.
Maha Latif. Nolan Avery. Nicole Dow.
Whitney Nkachi Nwaneri. Marlene Isabel Menjivar.
Rahul Sujan Bolar.
Christine Huang Tran.
Harsha Ketavarapu.
Hashir Saeed. Mylene Aime Salazar. Jasmine Alejandra Zavala. Darina San Miguel.
Enrique Chavez.
Nicole Jiashin Wang.
Alexa Amaro. Sierra Asia Guyton. Kamaya Janae Gibbs. Kalia Siobhan Gale.
Erin Trinity Tolliver.
Simin Ali. Cayman Lee Harden. Sydney Marie Edens.
Kaya Shah.
Cherry Hong. Annika Anil Bhatia.
Sravya Sai P. Pichala.
Alexa Brianna Fernandez.
Julia Maria Wilson.
Ariel Genevieve Jimenez.
Naomi Danling Norton.
Haley Rachel Childress.
Ashley Ann Washington.
Jenny Fan.
Yin Xiao Wang. Maria Guadalupe Martinez Gonzalez. Syed Muhammad Misum Rizvi.
Estefania Cavazos Raiz. Adriana Adome. Lisette Arami Olguin Cruz.
Gabriela Alexis Nunez. Devin Nicole Wallets.
Caitlin Miranda Kasperbauer.
Asteria Quay Chi Tran.
River Samudra Downs.
Shuiching Ryan Wang. Nicholas Overturf.
Bianca Rose Jaques.
Alejandra Azanet Zapata.
Miranda May Anders. Maria Janelle Luebanos.
William Joseph Schmidt.
Taylor Ann Green.
Kathy Donthi Truong.
Nikki Karadbin. Arya Karamchandani.
Shreya Reddy Ravuru. Leela Purgafar.
Chase Rio Harrington.
Madeline Reese Morrow. Blake Durham Prentice. Jessica Kaylin Romo. Uyun Win.
Melis Demiral. Maya Mani Gunasilan.
Sriya Vaskerla.
Aiden Robert Cummings.
Sophia Holland Roper.
Okay, let's have one round of applause for that group of graduates. And next, last but far from least, we will recognize our final group of graduates from majors from across the college. A portion of these names will be read by my colleague, Associate Dean, Dr. Jacqueline Evans.
Paulo Jesus Paez. Ningsum Knight. Nicholas Boyd. Elizabeth C. Lee. Jessica Lim. Brian Thomas Henschel. Isabella Russo. Isabella Dulcinea Hernandez. Hassan Anas Ansari. Adrian Joy Foster. Grace Pratchett. Elena Terese Zatalik. Ty Edward Little. Dapo Paul Wild. Leonardo Javier Garcia. Anya Gandavi. John Anthony Congos. Ju Ophone Lee. Trevor Mancody Crosno. Duke Van Kan Tran. Heidi Hansel. Skyla Rebecca Weber Ned. Deniti Navaranta. Savannah Deanna Lynn Blevins. Chinaza Onungwa. James Hartland. Aiden Howard Smith. Sophia May Albini. Azim Mohammed Siddiqui. Jacqueline Ricaldi Venagas. Montana Rose Wooten. Karen Villaescuela Fletcher. Claire Aisha Pilatin. Shin Tao Jun. Alejandro E. Sanchez. Haika Khan. Caitlin Elizabeth Erskine. Kevin Reyna. Rowan Albadiri.
And that, friends, is the class of 2025. How about one more round of applause? To this amazing class, congratulations on your great accomplishment. Remember that your relationship with the University of Texas and the College of Liberal Arts does not end today. I want to keep you connected forever to your alma mater, and as a gift for your graduation, you will each receive a one-year membership in the Texas X's. Woo! Leaving the 40 acres behind does not mean you have to leave UT behind. I hope you will enjoy this membership over the next year and get involved with the Texas X's group wherever you go in the world. Before we conclude, a few logistics for the continuing celebration this weekend. As a reminder, the university-wide commencement ceremony, which honors all graduates from 17 degree-granting colleges and schools, will take place Saturday at 7 p.m. at Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium. Gates will open at 5 p.m. Guests do not need a ticket to attend. Remember that a clear bag policy is in place for the event, and more information about this and prohibited items like strollers and umbrellas will be found on the commencement website. Graduates who wish to sit in graduate seating must have a ticket. All graduates received an email with a link to these tickets, and the link is also available on the commencement website. Graduates, in a few minutes, our staff will direct you to your families once the ceremony is complete. First, though, I'd like to again thank our faculty and ask them to rise and process out of the auditorium. As they go, please recognize them with applause for the hard work they and their colleagues, your teachers, do every year to make this a place of learning and exploration. Congratulations one final time, graduates. You will be exiting beginning with the rear rows first, and staff will assist for an orderly exit. When you get out, go and hug your friends and families and tell them you love them. Go have a great time at UT Commencement and forever after. Get some sleep and relaxation, and then go and change the world.